Hey everyone, Techne here with the top 3 best Xbox gaming headsets. Now this is going to be for Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, Xbox S, whatever Xboxes they have, and then also PC. But PC, you will need the extra Microsoft dongle for 2 of them that we're going to talk about right here. The links will be right down in the description. And by the way, if any of you are interested in the PlayStation 5 headsets or PlayStation 4 headsets, we just recently did the top 3 right there. We also did the top 5 budget gaming headsets. I'll plug all of these at the end. And then next week, we will have the top 5 just all around gaming headsets, no platform specific or anything like that. And by the way, every headset we're about to talk about here is under $150. All right, so kicking it off with number 3 right here is a very sad moment for me. And by the way, why I say that, every headset we have in any of these roundups I ever do, the budgets, the 5s, the 3s, whatever, they are all fantastic headsets and headsets I wouldn't mind on my head anytime. I think I'm just trying to convince myself right here because it's a sad moment. We have the SteelSeries 7X. Yep, a SteelSeries headset at number 3. So first off, talking about comfort on the SteelSeries 7X, you all know with any SteelSeries headset, these things are 110% stinking cozy. I mean, these ear cushions are soft, breathable, they're nice and cool, your ears don't get too hot in them, pleather lined on the inside so they lock in that sound, but again, you got the nice mesh sports material on the outside. Whoo-hoo, doggy. These things are cozy. Going right up to the headband here. Nice elastic headband. That's how you adjust it. You don't have that adjustable arm. You adjust it by that elastic band on the side. And it just feels like it's floating on your head. As far as adjustability right here, ear cushions go in and out, totally flat, a little bit forward. And then again, you can put those ear cushions in and out right there. So when you combine all that right there as far as comfort on the SteelSeries line of headsets, heck, any of them right here, minus when you get into the ones, they get a little bit different. But this style with the headband right here, you put these guys on your head, it's like, man, it's so nice. It's like a light to medium, maybe like just right below a medium clamping force. Like I don't have any pressure points anywhere. My ears aren't touching the drivers. That'll be different for everybody, your ear shapes, you know what I mean? As far as on your head, it just feels like it's floating with that headband. The ear cushions are a dream, like it's locking out sound, but still I'm not getting hot because again, you have that nice mesh material, but then it's pleather lined on the inside. I can't say it enough, guys. SteelSeries Arctis line of headsets are fantastic in comfort. Now talking about the build on the 7X right here, very solid. I don't get a single bit worried whenever I stretch them out, twist them up or anything. Now you do feel it on all the Arctis line because again, the metal headband up here, but the rest of it is plastic. Now you got the one notch going into the cushion and then one notch going up into the headband here. When you pull it out, you do feel it right there. Now I've used Arctis headsets for years as my primary and never broken any, and I stretch and twist them all up. So again, I don't think we have to worry about the build on these guys at all. All right, so now talking features and functions on the 7X here. On the back right ear cup, you have your game to chat volume. Nice tactile step in the middle to let you know you are halfway. You have your power button on the bottom. Back left ear cup, mic mute, mic active, volume wheel, the port right there, so you can go 3.5 with the headset. The port below that, the 3.5 port, is actually a share port, so someone else can plug some headphones into there and hear what you're hearing. Right below that is your charge port, and on the front we have a retractable microphone. Now as far as using the 7X wirelessly, you use this little dongle right here, USB-C, and it is so cool because as you can see, you can switch it over from Xbox and USB. Now why I say this is really cool right here is, well, number one, this is the only headset out of this batch that actually has its own dongle. The other ones pair up to the X, which we'll get into later. But anyways, this has its own separate dongle. It's easy, plug it in, bam, and you're paired up. But the cool thing about having that switch right there is this headset works on every single device, whether that be PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Mac, Nintendo Switch, wirelessly. Everything works on it. You just switch it over to USB if you're on anything other than Xbox, and it works on everything. It's the one and done. Like there's not many, if any, other headsets that really work like that are wireless. You know what I mean? That is stinking awesome. Even the 9X, if you're questioning the 9X, they connect to the Xbox Live controller as well. You don't get a dongle, so you lose that feature. So that is super stinking cool right here, where this is, again, you're one and done. It works on every single device. By the way, you also get 24 hours of battery life with this. And anywhere walking around my house to the fridge or whatever, going from game room, which is the front of the house, to the back of the house, no static, no hiccups or anything. But again, I can't go on enough about this little dongle. This is so cool. Now jumping into sound on the 7X here, these guys using 40mm drivers, a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. But again, when we hear that, we think regular gaming headset, as I always state. but these guys are not. You get that SteelSeries tuned sound on these guys just out of the box. They sound fantastic. Now, in my PlayStation review, some people mentioned, oh, hey man, I didn't call out how you can adjust the sound on the PC. Saves to the headset, you can bring it to your console. Yes, you can do that with just about any headset these days. But yes, all SteelSeries headsets do that. You can plug it in there, go to SteelSeries Engine, adjust your EQ and everything, bring it over to the console and save there. But we're talking mainly console. I want to talk about console features out of the box if you want to play with this on Xbox. That's pretty much how I want to talk about this right here, you know what I mean? And the out-of-box experience on this headset is fantastic. It is great. Just take that dongle, plug it in, and you are set to go. Sure, if you want to dial and tweak the sound a little bit, jump into the software and dial it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But again, out the box, you have bass, you have highs, you have mids, you have a very, very nice balanced sound on Xbox. Heck, on any device that we're using it on. You know, it's hard for me to focus just on Xbox with this headset since it works on everything. But again, the sound on the Arctics, heck, any Arctics headset is absolutely fantastic, and you get that right here. All right, so we're now using the microphone on the Arctic 7X right here. As I showed you before, it is retractable. You can just pull it in right there. But the thing I love about this microphone is you press the mute button on the back, and you get that light indicator on the front right there. So you always have that notification right in front of your face. Hey, my microphone is for sure muted. You know what I mean? So I absolutely love that right there. The mics on the Arctics headsets are always a little tinny sound, a little more high-pitched sounding, you know. But again, they definitely get the job done. So all in all, the SteelSeries 7X, you guys are probably like, man, this headset sounds fantastic. Why the heck is it at number 3? And I'm right there with you, you know what I mean? And that's just how good gaming headsets are getting these days. And the ones, the next two up there are absolutely fantastic as well. But I wouldn't mind having this headset on my head every day. Again, the top 3 we have right here was, I'd say, the hardest, but the easiest to pick. Because I knew instantly, those are my top 3 right there. But then I was like, well, how do I place them? You know what I mean? And again, I got to stick with the 7X at number 3, but I totally 110% recommend this headset right here. All right, so the headset coming in at number 2 for the Xbox lineup right here is actually the headset we had number 1 for the PlayStation 5 lineup. I know. You guys are like, dude, what's going on right here? First, the SteelSeries headset at number 3. Now, the number 1 pick for the PlayStation 5 videos coming in at number 2 for the Xbox? What are we doing here? I'm driving myself crazy. But if anything, that should just give you a sign on how good this top 3 pick of headsets are right here. That's how good all of these are. Now, starting off with the ear cushions on the 700 Gen 2s, these ear cushions are a dream come true. They got cooling gel inside there, nice silky sports material on the inside and outside. Oh man, they feel amazing on your head. Pleather line on the outside, so they do lock in that sound very nice for you. But again, I can just go on and on. These ear cushions are amazing. It's like a memory foam. Whew, they are nice. Going up into the headband, nice give up there as well. Very nice and plush. As far as adjustability, ear cushions go out, totally flat if you want to lay them on your chest, and then the ear cushions go in and out as well. Now, as far as size adjustment, you do have the clicky arm right there, metal reinforced, and it does hold its position. Very nice for any head shape. Now, I want to share something with you guys, and I did pin a comment on the PlayStation 5 video talking about the comfort and adjustability right there. You remember the one downfall I said about the 700 Gen 2s? I said they fit a little bit tight, and they do. So we're going to right here, like right here, it's clear as day. It's flat, a medium clamping force, maybe a pinch tighter than medium right there, you know what I mean? It's not like unbearably uncomfortable, but me personally, my personal preference, I like my headsets just kind of sitting on my head, you know? And these guys are a pinch tight, just like what I stated over there. But let me tell you a trick I did. Do this at your own risk, by the way. Extend it fully out right here, right? And then you're gonna put your thumb on the metal bit, and then you just kind of take it and just slowly, just very slowly, and you can see it just gets a slight indentation right there, right? You want to make sure you're holding on to the plastic here, so you're not going against both plastic points there. Just right here, just slightly, very, very slightly holding the plastic, and it just bows out just a pinch. Right here, perfect, like amazing. Like the tightness is gone. I didn't break the headset, I didn't force anything. Everything still moves perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Again, I just kind of just stressed that metal out just a pinch right there, and the tightness is gone. It's an absolute dream come true. And if you got the PlayStation ones, I recommend you trying that, again, at your own risk. Like I stated, make sure you're holding on to the metal part and the plastic bit right there. So you're not putting pressure points anywhere. You're holding on to the pressure points. You're just moving the metal right there. Amazing. And as far as the build on the 700 Gen 2s, yeah, pretty much all plastic minus that metal headband right there, but a very nice premium plastic. You definitely feel that premium in your hand. Stretching them out, again, I just pretty much go right to here. You got the metal reinforced right there, but that's about as far as I go. Twist them up, not worried one bit. Again, we got all that swivel and adjustment right there that we're really not putting any pressure points anywhere. I think the build's fantastic here. All right, so now talking features and functions on a 700 Gen 2, and this headset is loaded with them. All on the back left ear cup here. You have your volume wheel, programmable wheel right down here, which we'll touch on. Then you have your mode button, power button, Bluetooth button, your pairing button, and you pair this up to your Xbox just like a controller. Hold it down here, hold down your Xbox, bam, and you pair up. If you want to pair it up to PC, again, you need that separate USB dongle, USB-C charging port, and then your flip down microphone. So talking about those features and functions that I was talking about, adjustability, you can go into the Turtle Beach app and actually program that wheel and that mode button to what you want, whether it be superhuman hearing or, you know, whatever volume control, your Bluetooth volume control. You can go in there and actually set those to what you want through the Turtle Beach app. I absolutely love having the options to do that on this headset. And as far as using this headset wireless, you get up to 20 hours of battery life. And again, walking all around my house, no hiccups, no statics, no sound drops going from game room to the back end of the house or anything. And again, pairing it up, you use it by this button just like a controller. But like I stated, if you want to use it on PC, Mac, or anything like that, you do have to buy that separate dongle. And I believe it's like 20, 25 bucks or something. And again, it just pairs up. I use one on my PC as well, and it just pairs up just like a controller right there. Now, as far as using this power button, we'll dive more into these other features that I told you were programmable as well once we start talking about sound. But the power button, whenever you press the power button on the headset, since it's powering up like a controller, it works like a controller. You press this power button, it is going to power on your Xbox. But whenever you power the headset off, it does not power off the Xbox. It kind of, I don't know, me personally, I wish it would have done both right there. But I don't know, then maybe if you wanted to stop using your headset, it'd turn off your Xbox. I don't know which way's a win. So let's jump into the sound of the 700 Gen 2's. All right, so talking about the sound on the 700 Gen 2s right here, 50mm drivers, frequency range of 20 to 22,000. So you get a little bit more of your highs right there, but pretty much spot on. By the way, whenever I mention that, if any of you aren't familiar, the lower number is your bass, higher number is your highs. That's why when you look in the headphones, you have like a bigger range right there, because again, it pulls out some more of the sounds. But anyways, talking about the sound of this, you get such a great sound. A lot of you probably think of Turtle Beach and you think muddy, rumbly, bassy, just overfilled sound, and you don't get that here. You get a very nice, solid, crisp sound. You get bass, you get highs, you get mids. It does it all right here, and it sounds fantastic. Again, for any game, whether it be competitive, story, or anything like that, I really love the sound of these guys. It sounds absolutely fantastic. But the cool thing, again, talking about those other features, you can also dive into the app right here and again adjust the stuff as far as your mode. You can have it set to like superhuman hearing or your other EQ sets, your presets. And I recommend you going in there and again adjusting your EQ on this headset to what I have right here. Not saying mine's the best, sound's gonna be personal preference to everybody, but when you dabble with this EQ I have right here, it's gonna make this headset just a whole new world right there. And again, maybe you don't like that, but just tweak it from there. Because again, when you get this EQ set, again, it just brings this headset out and then tweak it there. If you want more bass, pull out some more bass if you want. And as far as the Bluetooth, you can pair it up to your phone or whatever device and have that sound playing while your game is playing as well. And that is so cool with this headset. Again, being able to have your phone right there and be able to tweak that EQ and adjust it. Like we were talking about the Steel Series, you gotta go on the PC, you gotta get on there, load it up, save it. This, you're in game, say you're playing Rainbow Six, you want more highs, you want more detail. Bam, set it right there. Then you go into here, you start playing some Assassin's Creed, which is what I've been playing, Valhalla. Man, I'm hooked on that game. But anyways, you can get in there and get more immersion, get a little more bass if you want, right by the flick of your phone. You don't gotta fire up the PC, save it to it, and then load it over here. You know, having that at a flick of a finger right here is stinking awesome. All right, so we are now using a microphone on these 700 Gen 2s right here. As I showed you earlier, this microphone is flip down to active, flip up to mute, and it's really cool. You actually get a tone in the headset whenever it goes fully muted or active. Just, again, a little reminder, hey, you are in that mute position right there. And this microphone, you can also kind of just bend or swivel in and out a little bit. But I really like it. Smaller microphone, it's definitely out of your vision right there. It's just kind of another part of the headset. All right, so number 2, the Turtle Beach 700 Gen 2s. I stinking love this headset. I absolutely do. Again, with it taking number 1 on the PS5 spot right there, it is the headset I'm using on PS5. And I stinking love it. The comfort of this thing is fantastic. The build is great. The style. It's not screaming like goofy like the green for Xbox or the blue for PlayStation. You have just a nice design right here that's going to work and match with any setup. I love that. Like these companies just stopped doing this blue and green stuff for PlayStation and Xbox. I love the way it looks, the comfort. The features where you just got that app and all the stuff you can dabble with right here with the Bluetooth where you can sync it up to your phone and stuff like that. It's stinking awesome, and with everything packed into this headset at 150 bucks, what a win. All right, so the number 1 Xbox headset right here. I want to take a second and see if you guys can guess. Like seriously, let's just pause and get it in your head. Think about what it's going to be. Because this one really shocked me. It seriously shocked me. You guys ready? It is the Razer Kyra Pro wireless headset. Yeah, a Razer headset making #1 on the Techne channel. This headset is so stinking good. Again, coming in at $150. So #1, starting with comfort right here. Very nice plush sports material cushions, nice pleather line, pretty much the exact same as the Arctics ones. A little bit firmer than the Arctics ones, but still very nice and plush. Very ugly green lining on the outside, which I can't stand. Going up here to the headband, very nice and plush, but also absolutely ugly in green. Like, please stop this. All right, so I gotta stop right there. Yes, out of the box, this headset is stinking cozy 100%. It is a phenomenal headset on the head. No pressure points, no nothing. You put it on there. It's lightweight, which we'll get into the build, but it's lightweight. It's a little bit lighter than a medium clamp force, maybe right at a medium, I guess, depending on head shape. It is so stinking comfortable. It really is. But my goodness, I cannot stand the aesthetics. The basic build looks great. It's fine. It's sleek. But this green is just overboard and makes me want to barf, you know what I mean? I understand it's an Xbox headset, so they got the green. I understand that it's Razer, so they love their green, but I'm sorry, all of us consumers, we don't love the green. You know, Turtle Beach didn't shove it down our throat. SteelSeries, they did a little bit on the headband. I can't stand that. But let me tell you what I did right here. This is no sponsored plug. This is honest Techne talk right here. Y'all know I've plugged the Wicked cushions before in many of my videos, right? I do work with them. I stinking love these headsets. Again, this is no fluff. This isn't a paid plug or anything. So anyways, I took my Wicked cushions, the ones with the felt right here, pleather on both sides, and I went ahead and put them on this headset right here. And let me tell you what, holy smokes. Well, #1, the style and design looks so much better, but the comfort just got 10 times even better. I mean, seriously, just check it out with these Wicked cushions right here. Soft, plush, you got that felt on the outside. You got fully pleather ones if you're into that. Pleather on the inside and outside, locks in that sound are just so much bigger, so much plusher. Not saying the stock cushions were bad. They were very comfortable, but good night, they were ugly. And I know, guys, this is starting to sound like a sponsor plug, but I promise you here, they did not sponsor this video. I have done sponsors before. I love sharing and talking about products I use, and I do use Wicked cushions, again, on multiple of my headsets out there. So again, I would highly recommend these for this headset. Heck, for even the SteelSeries ones, you can use these. But again, for this headset right here, we're going to leave it on for the rest of this review because it makes it look that much better to look at. We just need to get rid of the green up there. By the way, if you want to pick some up on Amazon or Wicked Cushion, I'll leave some links right down below and use code Techne20 and you can save 20% as well. So again, if you want, those links will be there. Coming over to adjustability, nice swivel, totally flat, a little bit forward, ear cups in and out. You have that standard adjustment as far as size adjustment as the clicks and the arm coming out, and they're very nice firm clicks. It really holds that position really nice, so it's not going to budge on you. Now, talking about the build of the Kyra Pro, yes, it is pretty much all plastic minus your adjustable headband and then a little metal support bracket right down there. And I love the build of this headset. It is durable. Like, I can stretch it out to here, and maybe that's where I'd stop. It does expose some of the headband up there, which I'm not too sure what that's about, you know what I mean? But whenever I twist it up, I really don't get too worried. Again, it's got plenty of swivel and adjustment. Like I stated, it is all plastic, and this is the lightest headset out of all of them right here. So again, we kind of take that build, combine it with the comfort we just talked about, put it on our heads. I mean, you can game for long sessions, and this headset is not going to bother you. You almost forget about it. I was playing Valhalla last night, and again, look up, it's 12 o'clock. I'm like, oh, geez, I didn't get to bed, you know what I mean? And that's great, and I didn't have to adjust the headset once. It was right there. Super, super stinking cozy in the build. I like it. It's just ugly stock. Now, talking features and functions on the Kyra Pro, back right ear cup. You pair this up just like an Xbox controller, like we looked on the Turtle Beach right down there. You have your game to chat volume here, which you get a tone if it's maxed out or all the way to the lowest. You get your Bluetooth pairing button, which again, you can pair this up to a phone, listen to your game, get a phone call or some music on the side. You have your mic mute button on the left ear cup. Nice switch, not just a button, volume up and down. And then your power button, USB-C charge port, and then your detachable microphone. Now, the Kyra Pro also has RGB ear cups right here. The Razer logo lights up RGB, which you can press the power button and cycle through a few effects right there or your preset, and you can also adjust that RGB, which we're about to talk about here shortly. Now, again, as far as using the Kyra Pro, like I showed you with the sync button, it syncs right up to the Xbox like a controller, and yes, it will power on your Xbox like controller, but it won't power it off. itself, and you also can take advantage of that Bluetooth as far as using a phone or something like that. Now you get up to 15 hours of battery life with this headset with the RGB on. Turn it off and you get up to 20 hours of battery life. Now jumping into sound on the Kyra Pro here, these guys are using 50mm drivers, the Razer Triforce 50mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. But I don't even want us to focus on the frequency range right here, because again, when we kind of get that 2020 in our heads, at least me, I think gaming headset. But these new drivers Razer has been using, they've been using them in their Black Shark headsets, which have been getting praised everywhere. It's a great headset. These drivers are fantastic. Again, they let all the sound just perform how they do, whether it be the bass, the Triforce, you got your bass, your mids, and your highs, everything kind of performing on its own right there. And you really get that vibe with this headset. The sound out of the box is great on this headset. Again, everything's very crispy and detailed and natural. You get bass, you get highs, nothing's muddy, nothing's overdone, nothing overtakes anything. In any kind of game like Rogue Company or Valhalla or anything like that, you get the footsteps, you get the detail, and you get the environment. The sound on these guys are stinking awesome. But the great thing about the sound of this headset is on the Xbox console or PC, but let's focus on Xbox here, you can download the Razer headphone app and actually get in there and tweak this headset up, whether again it be that RGB or your settings on it right there, your EQs. You can get in there and adjust your EQs. And this is the EQ I use on Xbox, and let me tell you what, wow, it, again, just kind of like the Turtle Beach one, it brought this headset to a new level. Yes, out of the box, it sounded great, but these settings I have right here, I recommend you giving them a shot and just tweaking them further. Because again, your preferred sound may not be the same as mine, but you can get in here and tweak it right on your console. Yeah, you can do it on PC too if you want, but again, having this option, that accessibility right on your console, is stinking awesome. And I can't say it enough, guys. Like when I show you that app on the Xbox right there, being able to tweak and adjust this, again, whether it be the RGB, but more importantly, the sound and your EQs right there, just being able to tweak it that little bit right on the console, because we're talking Xbox headsets. We can always say, well, you can do this on PC, well, you can do that on PC with this, you know what I mean? Being able to do this right on your console is stinking awesome. I know Astro's dabbled with it with a few of their headsets before, but not all of them. Same with the Razer, but with this headset, how good it is, being able to do that on a console, every headset should have that option on console. Alright, so we are now using a microphone on the Razer Kyra with the windscreen attached right here. As I showed you, the microphone is detachable, so really nice if you're not using it, you don't have it in your way right there. By the way, the one thing I love about this microphone is a mute switch on the back. It's not just like a button or something, it's actually a switch, so if it's in that position, it's going to stay in that position. I really, really like that right there. Now, as far as this microphone, I honestly got to say, this is easily the best out of the batch right here. I don't use a microphone when I game. If I do, I use a external microphone, but usually I don't use one at all. But this microphone sounds so good. The other ones were a little bit high pitched. This one definitely has a little more body to it, a little more bass. Almost sounds like a microphone if you're listening to like a podcast or something. It's a pretty darn good microphone here, in my opinion. Now, the Razer Kyras also have a little discreet Bluetooth microphone as well. As you can see up front, you have that little tiny hole up there. And if you're just using Bluetooth, you want to make a quick call or something, you can use that right there so you don't have this big obnoxious mic in your face. So all in all, the Razer Kyra Pro right here. Wow. What a headset. And by the way, yes, they do make a regular Kyra version as well. It just doesn't have Bluetooth. And if I'm thinking right, that's $99. It looks the same and everything. I don't think you get RGB on the ear cups as well, but you lose the Bluetooth. But again, I love the Bluetooth feature on this guy. And at $150, what it's packing, I would still recommend the Kyra Pro right here. And again, when we compile all that together at a number one right here, the comfort out of the box is fantastic. The build is great. The sound is fantastic. Being able to adjust it on the Xbox right there is a stinking win out the gate. Again, with the mic and everything as well. The only downfall is it's stinking ugly. The base design looks great, but the green, like, to every company out there that makes headsets, you don't have to make every PlayStation headset blue. You don't have to make every Xbox headset green. And you don't have to shove your company colors down our throats, because these ear cushions were nice, but the green was horrible. But again, like I stated, I was glad I changed them anyways, because the Wicked cushions really brought them around. And yes, this is my primary Xbox Series X headset right now. Actually, after this video, I will be going to dye this headset or the headband black right there. And I think it will be perfect. Complete win. I can't recommend this headset enough. All right, so our top 3 headsets for the Xbox right here. Wow, what a list. Like, you guys gotta agree with me here. We have some fantastic headsets here. Again, packing a punch at that price to value. I stinking love it. And again, it's so cool being able to have such great headsets. Talk about putting a SteelSeries headset at number 3. That's a rarity for me, you know what I mean? But again, these other packing a punch right here with these features and functions built into it at that $150 price range, it's like, I'd be happy with any of these headsets on my head for sure. But again, the number 1 right here takes an easy spot, features, function, everything packed into it. But this list is amazing. If you don't own any of these headsets for your Xbox, you gotta win. If you pick up any of these, you gotta win. But yes, I do give the Razer Kyra the number 1 spot. So please let me know down in the comments which one you would pick as the number 1 spot, or which one you own and what you think about it. Again, I'm just really curious what you would think. Again, we're talking $150 wireless Xbox One right here. What a complete win across the board right here. I hope I answered some questions and help you out if you're looking for a new headset for your Xbox, any of the Xbox out there, you know, or your new Series X, which is what I'm playing on these days, you know. Again, I hope I was able to help you out a little bit, answer some questions, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos. Hey, I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.